right, it is February 7th, 2025. Special day today. Let you figure that out. All right, so we've got the Gaza thing. I was thinking about Gaza thing, but actually I just went into a Dollar General. I dropped the dogs off. I got to rewind. I'm out dropping the dogs off and all the school traffic. You know, it's funny how you have bursts of energy. All the school people and the moms and everybody dropping on the dads who don't work, stay home. Dropping their kids off to school. You know, just a mad rush. The coffee shop's full. So I dropped the dogs off to get groomed at about 8 o'clock, a little before. They're in panic mode. I mean, as soon as I pull up, they're just shaking. I mean, Tilly's shaking. So I take them in reluctantly. I gotta drag them in, and oh my gosh, it's just horrible. They're just so miserable. But anyway, and the ladies are nice. I mean, they're so nice. But they put this on cruise. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, get that done. Go get Dollar General, and I'm like, look at these Styrofoam bowls. It's like nice for snacks, you know. They're cheap. You can get, I don't even know what it is, like 20 of them or 30 of them for $1. Real cheap. And the same with the Styrofoam plates. They're like $1 for 30 of them. It's nice to just, you know, if you're making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something, you know, you're going to get jelly and peanut butter all over it. You know, so it's an easy throwaway. You can eat off of it and just chuck it. Oh, I know, it goes in the landfill, all that stuff. Talk to commercial fishermen about that. About stuff getting stuck in the sea and floating around. Nobody cares about that. So we're worried about plastic straws. What about all these nets that get cut loose and all the stuff that gets tangled up in it? You're going to blame me for a Styrofoam plate or bowl? But anyway, I guess there's some kind of mandate or something going on to get rid of Styrofoam. Okay, I get it. Whatever. But for $1, yeah, see, I can't win. It's hard to win. Little guy can't win. Get something cheap, useful? F you. So basically what happened was, the Styrofoam bowls I go in there to get, they didn't have them last time, and I'm like, what the frick? All right, so I go in today, and they got the Styrofoam plates for 90 cents, and I'm like, okay, that's 10% discount. They don't have any of the Styrofoam bowls. So I get the Dixie bowls. There's like 32 of them. And they're on sale, 2 for $5 to the packages, you know, $2, $5. So it's $2.50 a package, which used to cost me $1. Well, but they're paper and they're much nicer. And I'm sure they're much more friendly to the environment, except for all the paint that they have to put on it. It can't be a pure white bowl. No, they put decorations and blues and little fleur-de-lis and all that crap on it. I'm sure that's healthy though. And then the coating that they put on it, I'm sure that's healthy too. But anyway, I digress. So I had to pay $2.50 a bowl, but I got to buy 2 of them. So $5 for 2 bowls as opposed to, you know, 5 packages of bowls for the same price. But anyway, you know, there you are. Price of everything. I can't believe the price of everything. It's absolutely ridiculous. But hey, we're fixing that. We've only got $9.2 trillion in debt to roll over this year. About $6.5 trillion of it has to be rolled over and refinanced by the national government here in before June. Or maybe it's before July, let's say by the end of June. Over $6 trillion needs to be refinanced, reset, rolled over. Interest rates, and that's why rates are going up, I think. You know, you don't see the housing rates going down because they're tied, I think, to the 10-year treasury. And people are like, well, I need more interest if you want me to buy all this. There's this glut of debt coming due, you know, and it hits the market, and the market's like, give me more interest and I'll buy it. There's just so much of it. Can't absorb it. So you can have the Fed just print up more dollars to buy it, you know, monetize the whole freaking thing. But who knows? It's a problem. It's a real problem. That's why your rates are high. That's why you're wondering, why they're lowering rates, but I can't turn this heat down, but I can't get a lower mortgage. Yeah, because the debt. There's too many treasuries that are rolling over, and the yield on it has to go higher for people to buy them. So the interest goes up. And then the mortgage interest, the mortgage on your house goes up. Anyway, the whole thing's a scam, is really what it comes down to. Whole thing. I got to get into this on happy hour today because there's so many things that because I'm running out of time, I got to stop and do this. And I shouldn't even have started the video. Join us for happy hour today at 4 p.m. Central Time. Well, probably about 5 p.m. Central Time on the lovely Litecoin Lisa's YouTube channel. That will be linked below. I'm going to go around the block, you know, stall a little bit before I stop here. But there's so much. You're seeing the USAID and all the millions of dollars that are just getting wasted. I mean, just getting spent. And, you know, we always knew it's like, okay, how are we going like 100 or I'm sorry, $1 trillion in debt every 6 months, or whatever it is, 100 days, not even 6 months. Where's all this money going? And now you start seeing it, and then you find out, wait a minute, the whole war in the Middle East. I started talking about Gaza to begin with. Shouldn't even get into this, but because that's so confusing. But the whole war, the whole Gaza thing with Hamas, that's the whole thing. Everybody's like, oh, Hamas is bad. Hamas, we got to go level Palestine. Hamas and Palestine. If you do look in older Bibles, Palestine is a map in a lot of these pages, and it does exist, even though some people say it doesn't exist. And then, but the thing is, Israel's created in what? By decree in 1948. Just boom, there it is. Ooh, there it is. Mind controlled. That's another deep rabbit hole. We're going to talk about mind control. We'll talk about mind control on Happy Hour and how deep it goes. Look at this window. It's cold, doesn't want to work. It's like everybody else. But no, this whole Gaza thing, we got Ted Cruz saying, oh, the Usaid is funding Hamas. Well, of course, because it's always government-sponsored terror. I've always said that. You can't have that kind of money sponsoring all these terroristic events without government being involved. Specifically, the government that has the reserve currency and create all the money they want. If you've got unlimited resources and unlimited access to money and could create as much as you want, don't you think you're going to get a little reckless and do some things to kind of, manipulate the chess pieces on the chessboard? Don't you? Oh, it's for national security. It's for America. And you got all these movies that propagandize it, and make all these deep state actors, these operatives, these agents, into heroes like Homeland, protect the Homeland, Jason Bourne. It's all coming out of Hollywood, and it's all artificial. It's all created because they have the money to influence all these things. It goes back, it's like De Beers. It's like diamonds. Oh, diamond is forever. Let's give it to all these Hollywood actors back in the 50s and have them wear it and talk about it and actually work it into the script. Remember, you'd have live shows on TV, the honeymooners, that kind of thing, but they're like live shows on stage, and they have a live audience, and then they would actually promote the product, sponsored by Wax and Go. They would promote that stuff on the show. It would be like, now for an intermission. Or then they start working it into the show to where it's like, Ralph Cramden and, whatever her name, what's her name? To the moon, Alice. They start working it into the script itself. It's like, oh, use Dawn, to wash my dishes. And so, now product placement, they have it everywhere in the movie. So if you see like Coca-Cola in the movie, it's because Coca-Cola is paying something to have it in the movie. But you've got product placement of mind control subjects, of narratives that shape reality in, as far as, people go out of Hollywood. You've got, the government sponsoring these deep state agencies that then create little things, operative points in Hollywood. And then they fund producers and they integrate it into the scripts. And Chris Carter from the X-Files has said, it's like, yeah, we kind of had the CIA, we worked with them and vetted some things, and, they gave us information. He said that in interviews after the X-Files. I mean, come on. That goes to the heart of everything. The truth is out there, right? Mulder! But anyway, all of this stuff is rigged. It's so deep because of the money. And now you're just scratching the surface with this USAID stuff. What do you mean they're talking, funding trannies who like to eat hot dogs and, the turkey? But this is the kind of crap craziness that goes on. So, anyway, go down that rabbit hole. I'll talk about it more on Happy Hour. There's so much, but I got to do this right now. But, hey, have a great Friday. I love you all. Exit the Vampire Casino. Just call me Butter, because today I'm on a roll. All right, trust yourselves. See you on Happy Hour. Click the link below, subscribe to the lovely Litecoin Lisa's channel, and watch us live. It'll be simulcast here, but jump over there. That's where the chat is. And then if you're going to watch it later, you can watch it on this channel. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. All right. Look at the Litecoin, too. That thing is ready to just explode. Sound money for the digital age. It's going to come into its own. Absolutely ridiculous. All the fundamentals. And it's the cryptocurrency that, the Satoshi would love. Okay. Have a wonderful Friday. Love you all. Trust yourself. Don't trust me. Don't trust anybody else. Trust your gut. It's your path. You follow it. All right. Love you.